Hello vegan adventurers, welcome to another exciting big adventure from Koh Phangan Island. And today we're gonna do some amazing hiking loop to the highest peak of Koh Phangan, the Khao mountain. Let's get started! Alright, after about 10 minutes of walking from the parking, we got to the crossroad where we're gonna make a loop. So we're gonna keep going this way along the river and then get up to Khao, and then we want to make a loop and come back another way and come from here. And here is like a little dam from where they take water, and after this point the river is almost non-existent over there. As I said in the previous videos, the water management and sanitation in Thailand is very bad. Now with the dry season and climate change being more intense, it's gonna be a big problem. Following the route on Maps.me application, and it shows there should be some cave over here, but all I could see was just some hole in between the rocks. As we are gaining elevation through the jungle, we are starting to see some bigger, older trees. Some of them definitely over 100 years old, and they are so important for water retention. They also help to create more rain through perspiration, so the more foresty area receive far more rain than deforested area. So over there it was really hard to navigate. We're not sure even with the maps which way to go. And the path is not really visible. There's only a little sign sometimes. We got down about 50 meters off the trail, and there should have been some waterfall Kanika, but that was all dried out, same like the other waterfalls in Koh Phangan. Alright, and here we're stopping for lunch. I'm having, as always, some bananas, and Sanya is having some vegan bread from 7-Eleven and also some vegan cheese from vegan cheesery that we found here. Right, and as we're getting higher and higher, the ground is becoming more rocky. Some big boulders on the side. From here we have only a few hundred meters of steep ascent. Right, and over here we made it to the top of Khao, the highest peak of Koh Phangan, 635 meters above the sea level. It took us about an hour and a half, and now we're just gonna enjoy the views and take some photos. here we can see the other side of the mountain, and we actually saw that the trail continues alongside this ridgeline and probably goes to the hills that you can see in the front. And now we went over to the other side where we got a view of a national park, but even from here I see that there is a lot of deforestation going on. And down here we got a view of Chaloklum Beach, from where we start a hike to Battle Beach, which would be located just somewhere behind these hills. As with every epic hike in Koh Phangan and Koh Samui, I brought a drone with us, so here is a 180 view from the top. Here I'm flying the drone alongside this ridgeline, and I'm wondering how far this trail goes, if it just goes to the hills over here or if it goes all the way down to the Battle Beach. If it goes all the way there, it will be an epic trail run. Here I'm flying back towards the top of Khao, and as you can see the clouds are gathering. It's always where there is more trees, there are more clouds. Down near the sea it's all sunny and no rain. As I wanted to fly more down towards the coastline, the clouds were coming towards the drone, so I quickly had to turn back, because when there is cloudy weather it can lose signal quite easily. In few seconds the drone completely disappeared in the clouds. But luckily these clouds were not too thick and I was able to fly through them, but this could be quite dangerous for the drone. There could be a strong wind and even rain inside. Here you can see the path where we came from, and this is the sign with the top and the viewpoints where we're flying the drone. Now we're gonna go down another route this way, and this is how most people get up and down. And we also noticed that this route is marked better and the trail is bigger too. Alright, so we descended down 500 meters and the route was pretty steep until now, but now we see it should get more flatter. We also noticed that this part of jungle is more deforested than the part that we're going up. When there are trees, they are usually as small trees, they are not able to hold much water. Also, when they deforest the jungle more and only leave few trees, those trees will die also because they don't have enough shade and will dry out during the dry season. And as we were descending more down, we found few bigger older trees that are so vital for the environment. But there is not enough of them, there are only a few in between, not enough to hold big amount of water. The whole jungle should be composed of trees like this. Alright, here we got down with the trail to this crossroad, and over here is some house, and from here the road gets bigger. You can even come here with a motorbike, it's just a bit washed out. So we still have about 1 kilometer till the parking, and it's all on this big dirt road, and the deforestation is pretty big here. There is only a few trees just planted on the sides, it's not a real jungle. So definitely the first trail was much better than this trail. You had much better jungle with the bigger trees. Over here we got to some crossroad, there should be some viewpoint near here, so we're gonna check it out. Alright, and over here we're flying a drone again at this viewpoint with the Khao in the background. Usually you would have to pay some money for the viewpoint, but right now there was nobody because it was probably later in the afternoon. Over here you can see nicely the scale of deforestation that was happening here over the years. So the brighter trees are the younger trees that were planted only about 20 or 10 years ago. And then you can see the darker trees, they are the bigger ones, the original jungle. And you can see they're only left near the top of the peaks. Hopefully Thai people wouldn't deforest again and they'll learn from their mistakes. And conservation of environment is especially important on a small island like this. They have limited resources, but they still choose to cut down the jungle for the profit instead of saving it for the long term. And over here we descended down back to the crossroad where we started making a loop from over there following the river. But you can also choose to go with this path, that would be a little bit shortcut and you would connect to the same trail, and we came from over here. And as we had some more time left before darkness, on the way back we decided to stop at this Chinese Buddhist temple. got inside in one of the temples and we definitely see a resemblance with the Catholic churches, but it seems more colorful. Buddhism seems to be much more peaceful religion. They wouldn't steal or harm other people. They have also times when they don't eat animal products. Adventures, that's it for today's hiking loop adventure to Khao mountain. Tomorrow we have another big adventure exploring the waterfalls and beaches in the East National Park of Koh Phangan. Make sure you stay tuned for that video, and as always, stay healthy
and stay adventurous.